Back in Budapest, all Scotland right now over Austria as we go to the fourth quarter. Shortest with you. 13-1, Scotland on top. And a Scottish face-off victory. Two to one. Race violation looks like there against Tim Mottram. 2-1, Scotland after one. And after that, they have just completely taken over. Whistle near midfield. Tucked inside. This one clangs off the post. Rebound in front. Picked up by Scotland. Kevin Archer will have to give it back. Scotland actually has quite a rich lacrosse tradition, though most of it on the women's side of the game. The first modern women's lacrosse game was played in 1890 at St. Leonard's School in Scotland, where the women's team and the women's game had been introduced by Louisa Lumsden, who brought the game to Scotland after watching the men's game between the Hangawaya Indians and the Montreal Lacrosse Club. She was staying stateside in New Hampshire. And one of her students, Rosabelle Sinclair, established the first women's lacrosse team in the United States at the Bryn Mawr School in Baltimore, Maryland. So the women's game, at least the first to do it, were the Scots. Took the men a little bit longer to come around. To the left side for Scotland. It's Gilbrook who's tripped up. Push from behind is the official word. In fact, the men's team was sort of born out of a disaster. In the Lockerbie bombing in December of 1988, there was a lot of Syracuse University students on that plane. And then on a memorial visit a year later, the Syracuse University men's team thought they might play a game against the Scottish national team in memoriam. And as a result, Scotland was challenged to pull together an inaugural team, and one that could go toe-to-toe with one of the best college teams in the U.S. And they cobbled that together. And then a few months later, in 1990, at the World Championships, is where the Scottish men's national team made their debut. Ball knocked to the ground. 1990 games in Perth, Australia. O'Donnell dumping it off for Ross. Bodies going down. And they're going to whistle that against Austria, so Scotland will have it. Scotland chant coming from the faithful in the stands. Jeffrey. Late penalty coming up on Austria. Make it on Scotland. I believe it's on Josh Richardson for slashing. Pardon me. Raynard Jekish going off for slashing for Austria. So a man up opportunity here for Scotland. The left side, coming out of his net is Cunnert. Scotland able to keep up with it though, and a shot rings off the crossbar, going out of bounds. Flag coming down again. This time, it will go against Scotland, with Josh Richardson going off for a slashing penalty. Whistle away from the play. And officials are getting together to talk this thing over. Not fully sure what the discrepancy is. Austria turns it over. Big hard hit from Howard. Trying to recover. A couple of checks thrown by Tom Loke. There Scotland comes again. Ross in a crowd. Approaching the midway portion of quarter number 4. Barrington saying, slow it down a little bit. Gilbrook. Now Richardson. Scooped up off the deck by Gilbrook. Austria scored the game's first goal and have been kept off the score sheet since. Here's Pete Ross. And GLE knifing through the defense. Ball squirting all the way through. Did that cross the goal line? They say no, it did not. Dangerously close for Austria. Turned over, picked up by Scotland. Shot fake, goal. Andrew Farrington. So after Austria lucked out a moment prior, they do not do so this time. Farrington netting his second today and his 6th on the tournament. Procedure against Scotland, and Austria will have it. With less than 10 minutes to play. For Austria, things start to get a little easier in a sense. Out of group play in this, probably the toughest group, most top-heavy group in the European Championships, with Scotland, Wales, and Ireland all bunched up together. Outside of perhaps Pool D with Finland and Netherlands, who have both had near top finishes in European Championships before, both hosted European Championships. So from today, this will be the last pool game for both these teams, and then you start to get into the quarterfinal round. Ball stayed on the sideline. Defenders never want to get called for anything. That was a pretty clear push. And Tom Loke was wondering what was going on with the call. Loke grew up playing ice hockey and picked the number 17 for Scotland. At the time, it was his ice hockey number. It was the only jersey that fit him. He is stuck with 17 as a result for a long time, and comes up with a nice, well-timed check. Trying to finish off the defensive possession with a ground ball here. Whistles abound. Flashing penalty. Against Ian Murray for Scotland. The team's waiting to come on. Also to play today, France and Slovakia, Netherlands, Poland, Spain and Sweden, Hungary, England, ball out of bounds in front of the Austrian bench. Lorenz.
Come on, Scotland, hold on.
Closing in on the final 5 minutes of this game. And the Scots have absolutely dominated. 9-1 at halftime. 2 more in the first minute and a half of the third quarter. And showing why they're one of the favorites here in Budapest. Shooting on the run, Matthew Carey. Goal number 3 today for Matt Carey, the hat trick. For Carey, who had 9 goals and 11 assists at the World Championships in 2014. Already with 13 goals in group play here. Scotland a face-off win. And they can put the next few minutes on easy and start to look towards the quarterfinals. They know the task is not done, but it's been as good of a first few days here in Budapest as Scotland could have hoped for. Off the mark on the Farrington shot. There's Rice Jeffrey, who had a goal today. Scott going wide again. Kevin Archer will chase after. Gilbrook coming near side around the cage. The finish for Kevin Archer. With less than 3 minutes to go, Archer adds another one. Second today for Kevin Archer and the 16th Scottish goal. A high water mark in this tournament for Scotland, 16. They had 15 against Denmark. They have reached double figures in all 4 games now. But from behind against Scotland, and it will be Austrian possession. Lorenz. Austria just trying to find something positive to take away from this game. After the first quarter, the wheels have completely come off. And they send the ball out of bounds again. Now Scotland will return the favor. We're going to get a timeout. Looks like Austria will take it.